Welcome back, everybody, to the Anti-Store Racing IMSA series. We're back for round 8 of season 8, the finale at Silverstone. And would you look at that? It's raining. We love a good wet season finale here at ASR, but it's going to be action-packed. A lot of cars in today's session. Nice to see. I think all of the championships actually still open after GT3 Am went a little bit wrong for the championship leader last round, and that's how wet it is out there today, because that's Bram Kran going for a spin.
Surprised to see Michael Kellenberger doing as well as they are in the Porsche. I think that car would be a little too slippy in these conditions. It's a car that likes to pivot around a lot. You can get it fairly freed up, it feels nice. But you don't really want a free car in the rain. You want something that's just going to sail around reliably, so good to see them to get some pace out of that car, but still currently 0.8 off of the pole position, again held by Ligeri, and then Suruce in that Forza Vincerevski's, decides to take that pole position away by 2/10 in the Acura.
It is possible to race multi-class cleanly, even if it is quite difficult. You can see the puddles that are building up towards the edge of the track. Christian slots his way through the chicane. Just comes through final corner to come across the line. That's a benchmark time of a 2:02.186. That's about where we saw them in practice as well. You can see the puddle there at the apex of turn 1. It's going to be deadly at the start of the race. So 2 seconds back, nearly Evan Walsham. It's not what he needs today. Sebastian van der Heuvel goes quicker than Christian now. And I'll tell you who's going even quicker is James Evram, the man himself. Purple sector 3 and a couple of greens to follow. So just 300 separating your top 2 at the moment, but James is going to try and get in the mix up there as well.
And you have to get all that spray directly into your windscreen as you try and make the pass. And on a track that's fairly technical in some areas, like you do need to make sure you're on the right lines.
See how much slip angle these cars through the chicane as they go across the puddles. Christian Glamson's going to come across the line. That is an improvement for him that sends him to the top, but Liam de Kock's going to try and challenge that, and I think he's going to challenge it fairly successfully, and he does. 4 times clear at the front for Liam de Kock in 25. He'll be happy with that.
A miserable experience. We see a huge wobble there for Ibram as he gets towards the line. Does take pole position away though from Liam de Kock. 2/10 of a difference so far. And hopefully... Oh no, pit exit goes way out the way.
There and across the line, and it is an improvement for Liam. Is it? Yes, it is.
Yes.
Nearly breaks that 2-minute barrier, but can't quite do it. I think Sebastian's... Oh, jeez Louise, there we go.
You don't need the car anymore, you're past the timing line.
No, and unfortunately wasn't able to go quicker than his previous attempt anyway. I've seen the Acura's quick all season, of course, but our lone Cadillac Mercedes Viton is in P3, as we discussed, so it's not all about the car, folks. John Paul Seaman to the top, and then Davey van der Vacker swiftly knocks him off that top step. Antonio Cigaro does exactly the same by 1 second to Davey van der Vacker. Quanto Avale slots in P2 in the Ferrari, but that was a mega lap from Cigaro. Van der Mullenbroek goes to P7. Jeffrey Ross is next across the line with 3 purples. That's surely going to send him to the top, and it does 3 times clear of Cigaro. So we're seeing constant improvement here.
See what happens as he comes across the line. Another purple sector goes P1 by excuse me?
That's a mega lap from Albert Preeb. Cigaro can't beat it. He can't even get within a second. John Paul Seaman can't do it either. Quanto Avali gets a little bit closer, but still 0.6 of a second off. And you can see visibly, actually, the rain coming down heavier now than it was a couple of moments ago. 1 second up on what he did last time. David van der Vacker gets close, so...
What I suspect is the hypercar might have a tyre heat problem. In that if you don't have heat in the tyres, you don't have pace in the tyres. And in these conditions, it's going to be painful to get heat in the tyres.
Alright then, getting ready to go
green. This is the least grey your screen is going to be all race, by the way.
Yeah, enjoy the colour, enjoy the vivid colours. No ounce of sarcasm there at all. So, as Andy said, we'll get the GTPs and then a little bit of a gap to LMP2 and then a little bit of a gap again to GT3, which is the smart way to do it today, given that we have got some craziness expected potentially at the start of the race. Especially, like we said, GTP was with the tyre temperature. Let's quickly mention Ayrton Koykoven and Jeffrey Ross. They were both able to get their tyres fired up very, very quickly and early on in that session, so keep an eye on them on lap 1 as the hypercars make their way through the chicane. As they line up ready to go, Albert Preem will lead them through the start zone where he'll have to put his foot down. The rest of the field will follow suit through that section. We're following Albert now as they come across the start-finish line. A couple of people popping out of line at the back, and we're green there as we unfortunately go past the overhang, but Albert Preem leads him into turn 1 very nicely. Jeffrey Ross down the inside, but can't make it stick on Davy van der Wacker, who's going to carry on in second place there.
Good defensive move there by van der Wacker, though, holds on to that second place. As we come through, we go back to the LP2 start. It's a good launch for Liam de Kock, who gets clear of the field. James Ebram left still with the car alongside, but will be able to slide through for a contested P2 in through that first corner. Someone's got out of shape a bit further back there. I believe that was Walsham getting a little bit loose there through turn 2. It's the GT3's take to the start zone.
Vincent Soroche leads him away, and he's got away nicely. Was that correct, or was Ignis on pole? I can't remember, but Ignis sits behind him now. Anyway, Soroche is going to break away as he makes his way into turn 3, but he goes deep, and that's going to allow Ignis to fight back, and he does. He's right back on his tail there as they make their way, through the tight, twisty section at the start of the lap before they can really open up the throttle to fight it out.
This is where the drama I thought would happen. Not sure what happened there, but yeah, you can just see how difficult it is to try and get through this traffic. There's 20 GT3s that haven't really separated by the time you catch up.
Ross!
My
nearly
Ross,
taken out by Jean-Paul Seaman, the championship leader, nearly finding the back of him. We've got more action here. This is Ayrton Koykoven trying to make his way past Quinton. Oh, and there's contact as he does so, and that's Anthony Caranta into the wall, I believe, unfortunately. It's been a moment for Daniel Morphy as well. Here's what happened to Daniel. That's your leader, Albert Preem, making his way by. Daniel Morphy, well, it's nothing to do with the GTP seeming. He's going to catch the white paint. Yes, he is. That was close there.
Morphy on the back of... I'm not sure who that other car is.
That's a AM driver, yeah, Brunkran, he slots through.
Oh, Christian Glancetter very sideways into the wall.
From third place in class as well. See if he's able to get going. It looks like he maybe has got away with it for the most part.
That car is just very close to the pit lane.
How this happened.
Does have a meatball.
Oh, was he on the white line there? It looks like that was maybe another white line incident. I've seen that catch so many drivers out already, and we've only been going for 12 minutes. The two pro drivers battling it out. Michael Kellenberger and Am running very well as well. We've not spoken about that yet. 13 seconds now up the road from Centre-Bock going to seal the title for Michael if they finish as they run. But like we said, that's extremely unlikely.
Melvin and James Ebram are getting into each other on the front stretch as well.
More contact there as we cut to the cameras as they both try to find a way past the GT3. That'll go to race control, you would have thought.
I can't see them ruling too much on it because nothing really happened. But that's my professional opinion of the matter, in case anyone asks.
I'm wondering what's happened to Preem because the pace has dropped off significantly for Albert Preem. We're still not got the right livery, so apologies for that. But Albert Preem staying out. The
DLR car has become a DHL car. that's just a case of find a little bit of room to breathe in, because it is just a plume around. Oh, Matthias Whiten's sideways, Jean-Paul Seaman next to him. I'm not sure what's going on there, but I don't think it's good.
So he's in a beautiful blue Cadillac. Gotta say, I love that livery. What's going to go wrong here then? Oh, Matthias just drops it on the white line again. Oh no!
What was that?
Oh, Van der Heuvel's off as well. Alongside Albert Preen. And race control, I've noted a lot more cars than that, so I think this is going to get very ugly.
What's the rejoin for Sebastian?
That's what happened to Sebastian. Oh, I mean, yeah. Not sure who that was. Yeah, that was Jean-Paul Seaman, I think. Unfortunately for him. That's unfortunate for Sebastian. He was on a charge there, and he's getting into more contact as we come back live. He was on a charge there, that's cost him 10 seconds to the leader, and this put James Ebram a lot closer to him as well. So Sebastian's going to have to knuckle down now and play the long game, you would have thought. This is Albert Bream going off track. It's a lovely camera angle.
It's accurate for the race, I would say. That car is being parked.
Was it Albert
that
hit Sebastian? I think it must have been Albert that hit Sebastian.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. It's Albert that got into Sebastian.
Another shot of that replay for you. That is...
I think you have to say that was not an intentional dive. I think something went wrong there for Albert. He's calculated his braking zone massively. I don't think he was trying to sneak through at that kind of speed, was he?
Where the offline was going to be a little bit more damp than perhaps people might be ready for.
Yes.
Yeah, I have a sneaking suspicion we got the end result of a wet offline.
James Ebram off track in. Oh, on that pitted line, that's twice this race.
Yeah.
See it twice from James, and that was... well, a lot of damage, but he went in with some serious speed. So as they run right now, James Ebram will be champion, but that's expected.
Oh my word, Dave Van der Bakker's just lost it on the front stretch. That is bizarre.
Race leader, David Van der Bakker.
Looped around. He hit the wall, it looks like he's not got a meatball, so he's got away with the worst of it. But what happened there?
Something with this incident for Davey. It's just in the turbulence spraying. I think was he one wheel on the paint maybe. Well, wow, that was two fairly big hits into the wall actually.
Yeah, I'm not sure how he's driving on. Van der Heuvel's gone for a little bit of a lawn mowing as we get the replay here. Just again, you're on the paint, you can have a bad time. Does have a lot of space to work in. Does avoid collision here, thankfully, but a little bit of a spook there for.
Let's chop the lead down from about 30 seconds down to 15 though, so Davey using that buffer that he built up. Yeah, let's take a look. He's picked up a 2x here. Oh no, he lost it all on his own there, on the paint. And wow, Avale ends up driving from Avale there to avoid that. Congratulations, Panto Avale. That's the best avoiding action I think we've seen all season. Wow, and do you know what that's done? That's put Oriol Falk just 3 seconds behind Ignis here in their championship fight, 100 points down, so he needs something else to happen. Sebastian in the lead. What's happened to Liam de Kock? Liam de Kock picks up a meatball. What's happened to Liam here? 2x incident moment. That's not showing up on one of my trackers, so I'm not sure what's happened here. Loses a back end, and I think he breaks the suspension. He does.
Welcome back to Silverstone, Zhou Guanyu. What the hell happened there? And it's basically going to be a full lap that the GT3 is going to have to do to get to...
What is it? Because if Davey passes him before the start-finish, Ignis is going to be set on P2, isn't he? So Oriol's going to be set for P3, because that's Davey who takes a checkered flag behind. But Ignis here is going to have to do another lap.
Now, importantly, Falk has come in through the line behind Van der Bakker, so
thank you so much.
I think actually they might be fine because they were completing the same number of racing laps. I think Falk might be caught out, unfortunately.
Ellenberger gives his thanks as he comes across the line.
Thank
to
God.
take the championship in GT3 AM. And he passed Oriol Falk towards the end as well to put himself
Yes.
on the podium overall in this final race. Be happy with that result. Liam de Klerk comes home to finish second. It's a bit of a consolation prize for Liam today, pole position, and led every lap up until his incident towards the end of the race. Perhaps a lapse of attention towards the end of that full 90-minute stint, but mega race from Liam today. He's got a lot to be proud of. Nearly won his first race today, but got the pole position and led the whole race. Sebastian Van Hoovel yet to come across the line, but will be your race winner when he does so. Same case for Vincenzo Soroche, although don't count them too early because Ignis is on the same lap. But I think it's going to be pretty difficult for Ignis to pass Vincenzo, and I don't think that's Ignis's concern right now either, as he rides alongside his GTP teammate. But Ignis just looking for the championship in GT3 Pro. It's been a long time coming on. Championship a couple of seasons ago.
Thank you.
Going to be the Pro Championship this season on the debut season for the Acura.
Thanks for the season, guys.
I do want to see both of these cars in GT3 Pro finish, just to make sure they have the field, because if Soriche runs out, but it does look at this point very convincing that Soriche will at least take the checkered and win the race.
Was very good fun.
And there it is.
Soriche takes a checkered flag. Thanks from some of the drivers, but our GT3 Pro champion still yet to cross the line. It's been an incredibly tight fight in GT3 Pro, perhaps the fight that, well, it was the tightest of the classes. Congratulations to Ignis Fintarescu, your champion and runner-up in today's race, as he crosses the line with his GTP and GT3 teammates alongside him. James Ebram will be your champion in LMP2. Jean-Paul Seaman in GTP, who crashed out of this race earlier on. And Michael Kellenberger, your champion in GT3 AM. Dominant performance from Michael this season. He's been mega quick in that class. And James returning for another LMP2 championship. He's been very pleased with the result as well. Donuts from your championship winner. Have we got some from some of the others, James? I don't know if he's treated us to some donuts. We might have just missed it. And Michael Kellenberger as well. We spoke about it briefly, but on the overall podium as well, mega performance. And Nicole Monti getting very close to Senna Potkoven at the end. We missed that as we were watching our championship contenders come across the line. So thanks again to everyone that joined us, and we hope to see you next season.